Today I'm going to show you how to make a decorative autumn tin with Hessian flowers. The items you will need are some Hessian, some string or twine, an empty container, can be a tin or a tub or a jar, a glue gun, a pair of scissors, a selection of buttons. We've got here some autumn coloured artificial leaves and some braid, and finally some PVA glue and a glue brush. The first thing we need to do is to decorate the tin, and we will do this using our twine or string. And we're just going to start it off with a blob of glue from the glue gun to secure it in place. Take the end and just squish that down at the bottom of the tin against the bottom rim. Now we're going to use PVA glue to stick our twine around the rest of the tin. So smooth the PVA around, work your way around, smoothing it down with a brush. Just a small section, and then wind round with the twine, making sure that as you wind that the next piece kind of butts up against the first piece that you've laid down, so that you've got a nice even and level row going round each time, working your way up the tin. I'm going quite quickly here as I work it around. You can take a lot more care when you're doing this at home. As you go around, make sure that each piece laying on butts up to the last one. They're not actually on top of each other. And try and fill in any gaps that might come. That's the beauty of using the PVA, because it means that it's still fairly malleable and flexible to move the string or the twine down. Add some more PVA as you've worked your way up. Bring the twine round. Some more up there. Next level. Smoothing it round. Get a good coating on. We can work our way up. Bring the twine round. very, very near the top now. Come around this last section. Keep on going until you've got no more space left at the top of the tin. Up there. Just snip that bit off. And then we'll secure that in place with a little blob of glue. Smooth that end of the twine down. And there, the tin's decorated. So we can pop that to one side. And now we can have a look at making some decorative flowers from the Hessian piece that we have. So here we have a flower that I made earlier. They're actually quite easy to do, even though they might be quite complex. So we take the piece of Hessian and I'll just get off any straggly ends. We need a border along the top and a border along the bottom. And what we're going to do, we need to leave a decent sized border, but we're going to pull out one by one. I'm going to pull out the threads. Give it a tug to leave some opening. Don't be tempted to pull more than one at a time because you can get into a bit of a tangle. You need to keep it nice and smooth and make sure that you're leaving the borders at the top and at the bottom. Get rid of any straggly bits. And then we've just got the weave going down one way. So here's a piece that I made earlier. As you can see, there's the top border, bottom border, and the nice open bit in the middle. So we take the top border to the bottom border, keeping the edges together, keep it straight, and we're just going to wind it round in our fingers, making sure as we go that those border pieces are together, that the edges are together. Keep working your way round until you get to the end. Keep coiling it round in your fingers. Just keep an eye on those borders, that they're straight. So get to the end. I'm just going to snip off these straggly bits. Keep it nice and neat and tidy. And then I'm just going to add a couple of blobs of glue with the hot glue gun just to secure the ends of the border so that the flower doesn't unravel. Smooth that down. Try not to burn your fingers. And there we have the simple flower. Just poof it out with your fingers. It makes it look like it has petals. So you can keep it as tight or as spaced out as you like, really. Just give it a little play until you've got it how you want it to look. Then we're going to put a blob of glue in the centre with the hot glue gun, and we'll add a button as the centrepiece of the flower. Press it down, and there we go. A simple decorative Hessian flower. So we're going to take the tin now. This is where we're going to add the decoration to it. So we've got the Hessian flower. Here's another one that I made earlier. Got a few more buttons for decoration. I've got some braid, which we'll use to decorate around the top of the tin. And there's the artificial leaves that we've got. So get the tin, just add a line of glue with the hot glue gun around the top edge of the tin, and then lay the braid on top. Keep working your way around. So add some more glue. Don't try to do it all in one go, because you can end up getting in a mess. If you do it a bit more, but just at a time, then you can lay it straight and try and get it even as it goes around the top. Some more glue there. Keep working your way around, smoothing it down. Last little section of the glue. Lay the braid down until you get to where you started. Snip off any excess braid that you have. Just add a little drop of glue just to secure it. You can use lace or ribbon or anything, it doesn't have to be braid. Just something to add a nice neat edge. So now I'm going to work out where I'm going to pop the flowers on the tin. Glue these to the edge. So I'll add some hot glue to the flower, and then we'll stick this to the side of the tin. Just tip it up so that you can see. There we go. So press that down to the edge. And that's secured. Work out where the next flower will go. You might have that just slightly higher up, above that. So add the glue to the tin where you want the flower to go. Then pop the flower onto the glue and just give it a good press down to secure it. So I'm going to use one of these leaves. I'm going to use it to cover up the stems of the flowers because they can be quite chunky. So if we add a blob of glue on there, we can pop the leaf on, and then that just kind of covers them. Makes it a little more decorative. Add another leaf. And pop it up there as well. Add a blob of glue in between the flowers. And just take that leaf, add that in just to even that out a bit. Press it on. Now we've got nice floral decoration. So it can be as simple or as complex as you like. I think what I'm going to do is add some buttons just as decoration along here. So blob of glue, pop your button on. I'll do mine in a little line going down the tin. But you can do any sort of decoration that you like. You could do the buttons going around the top edge of the tin or around the bottom, or any design you like, really. Pop that one on. And we've just got space for one more little button at the bottom there. Pop of glue. Pop the button on. And there we have it. Our decorative autumn tin. I hope you've enjoyed today's craft, looking at how to decorate a simple container and how to make Hessian flowers, that you'll have a go at home, and that you'll join us again for another craft session to find out a few crafty techniques that you can have a go with at home.